Winning the battle for your own mind doesn't start with ignoring the world. It starts with understanding yourself. Every day, millions of people hold back their true thoughts, dreams, and even their personalities, all because of one thing: the fear of what others might think. If you've ever changed your words, your clothes, or your actions just to fit in or avoid judgment, you're not alone. The truth is, almost everyone struggles with this, no matter how confident they seem on the outside. But what if you could break free? What if you could walk into any room, speak your truth, and live your life without being held hostage by the opinions of others? The Stoics faced criticism, gossip, and public scrutiny every day, yet they learned to build an inner fortress, one that no outside opinion could shake. Why do we care so much? Doubt. Let's start with a simple question. Why do we care so much about what others think? The answer is ancient. Thousands of years ago, being accepted by the tribe was a matter of survival. Rejection meant danger. Our brains are still wired for that world, even though the stakes have changed. Today, rejection might mean a harsh comment, a disapproving look, or a lost follower, not a threat to your life, but a threat to your ego. But here's the truth. The more you try to please everyone, the more you lose yourself. The more you chase approval, the more you give away your power. The Stoics knew this. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, if you want to grow, you have to be willing to stand out, and sometimes to stand alone. The Stoic mindset: building your inner fortress. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, sitting in his study at night. Outside, people are gossiping, criticizing, plotting. Inside, he writes in his journal, "I have to go to meet them tomorrow, but I will not let their opinions disturb my peace." He knew that the only thing he could truly control was his own mind. The Stoics teach us that opinions are just that, opinions. They are not facts, they are not destiny. They are simply the thoughts of other people, shaped by their own fears, desires, and insecurities. You don't have to accept them. You don't have to let them in. Story. The artist who hid her work. Think of an artist who spends years perfecting her craft, but never shows her paintings to anyone. She's afraid of criticism, afraid of being misunderstood. One day, she realizes that her fear of judgment is stronger than her love of art. She asks herself, whose life am I living? Mine or theirs? That question changes everything. She starts sharing her work, not because she stops caring, but because she cares more about her own growth than about the opinions of strangers. Exercise the circle of influence. Draw a circle on a piece of paper. Inside, write the names of people whose opinions truly matter. People who know you, love you, and want the best for you. Outside the circle, write the names, or just everyone else, whose opinions you can let go. Remind yourself, not every voice deserves a seat at your table. Stoic secret number 1, you can't control what others think. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." The same goes for people. You can't control what others think, say, or do. You can only control your own actions and reactions. The more you try to manage other people's perceptions, the more anxious and powerless you become. Practical step: next time you catch yourself worrying about someone's opinion, ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Focus on what you can control: your words, your actions, your integrity. Story: the Stoic emperor and the crowd. Marcus Aurelius faced constant criticism as emperor. Some called him weak, others called him cruel. He wrote, "I cannot escape the opinions of others, but I can escape being harmed by them if I do not let them in." He learned to let the noise pass by, like wind through an open window. Stoic secret number 2, Judgment is a mirror, not a window. When someone judges you, they're revealing more about themselves than about you. Their criticism is a reflection of their own fears, values, and insecurities. The Stoics teach us to see judgment as a mirror, not a window. It shows you who they are, not who you are. Practical step here. When you feel judged, pause and ask, what does this say about them? What does it really say about me? Most of the time you'll realize it's not about you at all. Exercise. The 3 questions. When you feel stung by criticism, ask yourself, is it true? 2. Is it helpful? 3. Is it coming from someone who truly knows me? If the answer is no, let it go. If it's yes, use it as fuel for growth. Stoic secret number 3. Approval is addictive, but you can break free. Approval feels good, it's like a drug, but the more you chase it, the more you need it. The Stoics teach us to build our self-worth from the inside out. Seneca wrote, "The approval of others is a weak foundation. Build your house on your own values." Story: the athlete who played for the crowd. Imagine an athlete who starts playing just to please the crowd. Every cheer lifts him up, every boo brings him down. He loses his focus, his joy, his game. One day he decides to play for himself, for the love of the sport, not the applause. He finds his strength again, and the crowd's noise fades into the background. Practical step: write down 3 values that matter most to you. Every time you feel pulled by others' opinions, come back to your list. Ask, am I living by my values, or by theirs? Stoic secret number 4. Authenticity is your superpower. The world doesn't need more copies, it needs originals. The Stoics believed that living in alignment with your true nature is the highest good. When you show up as yourself, flaws and all, you inspire others to do the same. Exercise: the authenticity challenge. For one day, commit to being 100% yourself. Say what you mean. Wear what you like. Do what feels right to you. Notice how it feels. Notice who supports you and who doesn't. Remember, the right people will love the real you. One day, she decided to write the way she spoke, to tell her own story, in her own voice. That's when everything changed. Her words resonated, not because they were perfect, but because they were real. Stoic secret number 5. Criticism is a gift. Sometimes, not all criticism is bad. Sometimes, it's a mirror that shows us where we can grow. The Stoics welcomed feedback from wise friends, but ignored the noise from the crowd. Practical step: find one person you trust, someone who wants the best for you. Ask them for honest feedback. Use it to grow, not to shrink. Exercise: the compliment-complaint balance. For every complaint or criticism you receive, write down one compliment or positive thing you've heard about yourself. Remind yourself, you are more than any one opinion. Stoic secret number 6. Your life, your standards. At the end of the day, you are the only one who has to live with your choices. The Stoics believed in living by their own standards, not by the shifting opinions of the crowd. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Morning reflection. Start your day by reminding yourself, today I will live by my values, not by others' opinions. 2. Throughout the day, when you feel judged, pause, breathe, ask, is this within my control? Evening journaling. Write about one moment when you stayed true to yourself. Celebrate it. 4. Weekly challenge. For the next 7 days, Every time you catch yourself worrying about what others think, do this. 1. Pause and breathe. 2. Ask, is this within my control? 3. Remind yourself of your values. 4. Take one small action that's true to you. Write down your experiences. Notice how your confidence grows. The science behind Stoic confidence. Modern psychology backs up what the Stoics knew. People who focus on their own values and actions, rather than others' opinions, are happier and more resilient. Practicing authenticity and self-acceptance leads to greater confidence and less anxiety. Journaling and reflection help you process criticism and build self-trust. Common traps and how to avoid them. Trap 1. Trying to please everyone. The more you try, the more you lose yourself. Focus on pleasing your future self, the person you're becoming. Trap 2. Confusing feedback with fact. Trap 2. Confusing feedback with fact. Not all feedback is true or useful. Trap 3. Waiting for approval to act. If you wait for everyone to agree, you'll never move. Take action and let approval follow, or not. Your environment matters. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, not those who keep you small. Curate your social media, your conversations, and your daily influences. The Stoics chose their company wisely, so should you. Gratitude and self-compassion. Practice gratitude for your unique journey. Celebrate your progress, not just your perfection. Be kind to yourself when you stumble. The Stoics believed in progress, not perfection. Caring what others think is human, but letting it control you is a choice. The Stoics weren't superhuman. They were just like us, facing the same fears and doubts. But they learned to build an inner fortress, to live by their own standards, to find peace in being themselves. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And most importantly, take one small step today to reclaim your power. Your confidence, your happiness, your life. It all begins with you. You have everything you need to stop caring what others think. Believe it, embrace it, live it.